everyone, it's Sharana from Pay Your Weight, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new ABC comedy series, Home Economics, which stars Topher Grace, Caitlin McGee, Jenny Tatchell, as this series centers around three grown-up siblings who find themselves living at vastly different levels of financial security from one another. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, hello, so glad you came, I hope you stay. I tell you what I enjoyed about the series, what I didn't like about the series, and is it worth your time watching Home Economics on ABC on Wednesdays when new episodes air on at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time and Pacific Standard Time. So going into what I enjoyed about this series, I actually like that this series deals with money. And I love that we focus on characters who are in their 30s. Like, I can relate to that. You know, I crossed over into the 30 threshold, and I was like, wow, life is so different on the other side. Had I known this in my 20s, I would have been rushing to my early 30s. But I love that there are characters in that age bracket, and especially a show that centers around social class. Anyone can see this with their families, with their friends, you know, where you are now, especially at this age where most people are starting to get into their career, have family, have dual incomes. Lord, someday you're going to bless me with a dual income because I am tired of paying these bills. But I love that we focus this around three siblings. And three siblings at three different financial levels. We have the sister, Sarah, who is, she is a social worker. She's not making much money. We have Topher Grace's character, Tom, who is middle class. He got a nice, decent life. He's a book author. His wife is a retired attorney. Okay, she was making money too. They chilling, they cool. But his brother, Lord, I see the way that you are blessing Connor in this series, and I need you to have those same blessings for me. But with Connor, he's the rich sibling. He doesn't have a care in the world, living his best life, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't come with its own set of problems. But also, too, I do want to give a shout out for the diversity of it. We have Carla Souza, who you know from How to Get Away with Murder. She plays Topher Grace's wife, Marina. In the series, and also too we have Sarah's sister, who is Sashira Zamata, who plays Denise as well. And actually, I want to give a shout out to both of them. Both of their characters, they're actually the most hilarious characters in the series. They get some of the best one-liners, and from a comedic standpoint, they are the characters that I'm always laughing at because they're just literally saying what everyone else is thinking. So I just want to give a shout out, and I do want to applaud the fact that they actually do something with their significant others, even though they're not a part of these three main sibling characters. I think that they equally bring so much to the series, and I do love the diversity on all different fronts with these different characters. But the best part about it is you still believe that these three are actually siblings. I think that they have very great sibling chemistry with one another. I can believe that these are siblings that have grown up for so long that they have these unbreakable bonds. But as we get to see them deal with some of their issues, from marital issues, to really struggling, trying to tell their siblings the real status of their financial situation, I think that's where the show pulls me in the most, is that this is still a show about family, about the issues that we go through our family, the love-hate relationship that we have with our family, but really about these unbreakable bonds that no matter what happens, no matter how much your family gets on your nerves, you're still going to be there for each other. And I love that all of the episodes tie back into this one central theme of the show. I think that's what really works best for Home Economics. But even though I have so many things that I actually do enjoy about the series, I think there's two or three main things. First and foremost, we're talking about three siblings in three different social economic classes, but they all live in the Bay Area. Have you been to the Bay Area? Have you tried to live in the Bay Area? That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense. Sarah, how do you afford to live in the Bay Area? Don't worry, I'll wait. Okay, I'm still waiting for an answer. Even though they try to throw it off like they all live in this studio, loft style type of apartment, it's still not making sense. I just want some of these things to make sense for me. How can you afford that, especially if your brother is not footing the bill? I just hope we get some answers. I hope they shed some light on that. But it just didn't make sense to me if they all are coming from these different, you know, levels of economic prosperity. Why do y'all live in the same area? Just haven't make sense. But also too, I do feel like they need to do a little bit more with the kids. With Connor's daughter, because it ties into one of the issues as we get into episode 3. I think she has the most to do in the series. But for the other kids, I just need a little bit more, especially because in all the episodes, the family is so together that I was just like, so are the other kids gonna have issues? I don't know. I guess we'll have to keep watching to find out. But other than that, I think the biggest thing for me is really to see what future potential does it have for additional seasons. You know, the series really centers around Topher Grace's character Tom, who is writing a book about his siblings. They don't know about the book, but of course they're gonna have to eventually find out about the book, and then everything's gonna blow up. So I don't know where we're necessarily gonna go from there. I guess they'll introduce a whole other big plot line to keep it going for multiple seasons, but I'm really interested to see where this is going to end up and how they're going to keep the same premise going on season after season after season. But overall for me, let's be honest, it's a 30-minute comedy series, and really with the familial lessons, the familial bonds that we see throughout the series, and the fact that it does focus on class, even though there are some issues with it. I had a great time watching Home Economics. You know, is it like knee slapper funny? It is not. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're gonna set clear expectations, but it's a show that, hey, like if every Wednesday I'm not doing anything, I will turn on Home Economics and watch it. It's 30 minutes. I had a blast watching it. I connected to the characters for the most part. And I would tell you guys, it's worth your time checking it out. If you've already seen Home Economics, let me know in the comment section below. What did you think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you on the fence? Will you keep tuning in? But Home Economics airs new episodes every Wednesday on ABC at 8:30 Pacific and Eastern Standard Time. But as always, my name is Sharronda Williams for Pay Your Weight, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I love you guys 3000. And until I see you again, bye.